if you were kind of experiencing what the astronauts at the ISS, or you're on the moon looking at Earth, I mean, you really see Earth in its glory and in its ultimate, whatever you want to call it, like its religious, mythological thing of being Gaia. It's just a planet, with like a thin atmosphere. It's in, the deepness of black space, and there's boundaries geographically, but there's no borders, and a very, very thin atmosphere. So if you have something to say, I mean, we can, I guess, segue transition from a COP27 future ultimate, thing, but like, what would also, in Stephanie's mind, or thoughts, like, it could be a line of poetry, it could be a full, address to the human nation, it could be a meme. So what are some things that, if you were experiencing the overview effect, what would you want to kind of put forth?
I think I would just cry. I
Okay.
think I would just start crying. I don't know if that wouldn't be like the thing that I would have planned to say, but if I'm like imagining myself
Mm-hmm.
looking at the earth from space like that, and how truly you just said, yeah, our atmosphere really is so thin and it's so precious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and what are we doing? And what beauty and what a miracle that this ever even happened to begin with. I think I would just cry.
Hey.
I don't know that that would be very helpful for people.
Well, I
Um,
guess maybe then take a thing out of the doomer optimism hat, and like, are there specific things, or I mean, you don't have to go to projects or
oh,
ways of thinking,
cry,
but
but cry. It would be crying, not just how sad. It would be crying also just what a miracle. So
beauty,
yeah,
etc. Okay, okay.
crying. But okay, but you were gonna say if I'm taking something out of the doomer optimism hat.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, like, what are some optimistic kind of things, maybe to,
Okay.
just something
Um,
to transfix to the world population after the cries of beauty, of sadness, of, etc. Sadness,
um,
I mean, crying. We could also just say crying.
crying tears of wonder and joy and awe. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Wow, just
We can
wow.
leave it at that. We can
Or
honestly leave it
maybe
at
I'd
that.
start singing. Maybe I would sing "We Are the World."
Wow, going old school, back to the "We
Yeah,
Are the
yeah,
World."
yeah. Back
Okay,
to Stevie Wonder, Cyndi Lauper.
it's
I don't
great.
know if all the lyrics really apply, but "We Are the World,"
Yeah, yeah.
just the chorus.
Well,
Um,
I'll have your rendition of "Imagine" over, the panoply
oh.
of the stars that did that at the beginning of the pandemic. So
Um, yeah, or I don't know, maybe I mean, I think the thing is to have everyone have that experience, right? So
totally. That's my
what like
big mission.
the the transmission is like you guys really need to do this. I don't know. You guys really need to check this out.
Right, right,
Check,
right.
yeah,
Cool. Well,
which yeah.
okay. So we have tears of many emotions. Check this out. Singing. I mean, those are all great, great things. I guess as lastly, then,
What would be your answer to that question?
I mean, yeah, I mean, for me, as of now, I'm still trying to think about it. My big, kind
Yeah.
of, like, uh, I guess you could say, moonshot goal is to kind of create, on the moon, these kind of interdisciplinary, like, research bases like we have in Antarctica, where, you have the best and brightest minds from all over the world, like, doing kind of cutting edge stuff. But then as well, I want to not just kind of have it as scientific and be like a cultural hub, these, like, kind of
Mm,
how to see, like, Jason's huge into bioregionalism and stuff, and I'm a huge fan of
yeah.
that, of like watershed, where do you get your water, where do you get your air,
Yeah.
how things connect like that. And I think one of the biggest things is, and I imagine, I mean, again, like, this is me just, but like, what if, you could take a field trip to the moon, you know what I mean? Or something, like, as a part of, like,
Yeah.
class of culture, of, like, religious, of all kinds of different meaning makings, to really see the earth as for what it is. Because I think we lose so much of that and are fallible to, like, our senses, and how you can look to the
Yeah.
horizon and it's flat, but it's not, we're on a ball that's spinning around in space,
Yeah.
around a star, in a, all these other
How
things.
far
So,
out does Google Maps go? Does it go? I mean, does it
I
go
don't
to
know.
space?
I mean, maybe I think there's some mapping stuff I'm assuming from NASA that you
I
can
mean, it
check out from the
should.
moon or
Maybe it does,
Mars.
and I just don't know. It should. It easily could,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? Just like sync it to satellite, like so you can zoom out all the way. And maybe that zoom should always be like in the window.
Oh,
It's just
right.
like, and remember, wherever you are, you're still on
You're
planet
still
Earth.
here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of
Still
the
here.
whole thing of the pale blue dot, Carl Sagan, et
Yeah.
cetera. Like that's really the basis of all that. So I mean, I don't know what my answer. That you're the first person to ask me like point blankly what mine would be. So I mean, I guess my maybe a poem or again like awe, like the
Yeah.
creation of things. Like I think that would be my biggest go-tos. But I guess my real answer is it's a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Likewise.
So
That's a really good, yeah, I'm going to keep thinking about it too. Maybe we can reconvene in like 20 years. We have
we
more
can.
wisdom under our belts and yeah, share the answers as they've evolved. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.